Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Getting to Know the Fandom. Today's guest, Kibbles the Husky. Hi. Thank you for
Hi.
joining. Are you
Thanks for
nervous? Are you okay?
I'm fine. Wow.
Don't you worry about it.
I'm ready for my close-up.
You ready for your close-up?
I'm ready
That's
for my
good.
close-up. All right.
Well, I mean, we've started, so that was the intro. You want to introduce yourself?
I am Kibbles the Husky. I'm a variety streamer and a dog nerd on the internet.
Okay. So, our first question, which is what we kind of usually start out with, is how did you find the furry fandom?
Back before 2007, I had an interest in making video games, and I was making my own Sonic the Hedgehog fan game. It never got finished, but
Ooh.
anyway,
Oh,
I was looking up artwork as references for art pieces, and I found the furry fandom that way. There's some fan art, and fast forward to around 2012, and that's when I went to my first FurCon, and then God, I'm like a deer caught in the headlights.
you're fine. It's okay. I know like being like one-on-one interviews is like kind of like nerve-wracking. But you know it's fine. You know all you do is talk. That's why I wanted to like let you know like just like the show isn't really about me asking questions and you answering. It's more of us just having a chat and like learning like what brought you here. Like in like
Gotcha.
So it's okay. It's fine. We're all fine. We're all.
What? You're coming on to me now?
I mean, do you want me to?
Wow. Oh my. That's not that.
So,
this isn't that kind of interview. What are you talking about?
oh, you're right. You're right. That's for later. Okay. So you found the fandom through fan art. What was like the through like Sonic stuff, right? And what was like your first kind of like experience like through that, like going through it and finding all of that?
Basically, it became like a rabbit hole where like I found this Tails fan art and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. Go click on the artist stuff, and then I end up going down a rabbit hole looking at all the personas and all that stuff.
So
kind of like if you watch it one cat video on YouTube or TikTok, and then you end up looking at all of them in the span of an hour.
Yeah, and then your whole feed is just flooded with cat videos after that. And you're like trying to watch something else other than just cats playing with catnip. But you can't find any other.
You're caught in an endless cycle of just looking at
endless cycle.
videos.
It's an endless cycle. Vicious cycle even sometimes. Some of those cats get violent on catnip. Oh my god.
Oh.
Yeah.
Balls of energy. It's true.
They are. They really are. So you found the fandom through that. What was kind of like your experience like migrating into it? Like, learning more and more about it.
I think it would be like drawing my own character, which back then was just a red dog. Like, think Clifford, but anthro. I was not very original, but through iteration after iteration, I ended up becoming what I am today, this dorky husky.
Aw, and it's adorable, of course. So you were a red dog. Was he always a husky? Was Kibbles always no?
Species
just generic dog.
Just a mutt.
Generic dog.
Just a generic dog.
A generic
My favorite
dog.
color was red, so favorite color was red, so just a red dog.
Oh, okay. Just generic dog. So was there like any like certain like what is it, artists or things that like kind of drew you into the fandom, like on your search and rabbit hole of like figuring out that the fandom exists? Or was there like content creators that drew you in?
I don't really know specifically the artist because like I've slept since then and I'm old and crotchety. But you know, I usually like the toony art, the toony, cartoony look, as you can see right here.
Yeah.
That's what I tend to like. And then of course the unmentionables, the NSFW that I won't go into.
I see. So, well, I mean, well, we can't do details, but you know, so like the you know, the naughty stuff, right, drew you into it, and also just the artist stuff as well, right? The toony stuff and the anthro stuff. All right, that's cool. So on your journey of that, I know you do some you stream. How did you get started with that?
I think I found VR chat first. I mean, I've always watched YouTube and Twitch, but I think when I went onto VR chat with some friends, they were streaming, and I was like, maybe I can do that. So I started around 2021. COVID had just hit, so like there was not a whole lot to do during the lockdowns and stuff.
Yeah, I think a lot of people started. A lot of people I know that have been doing content creation for a while now have kind of started like through like when COVID hit and everything, because there was really nothing to do, right? When that happened. So a lot of people were like, well, I guess we'll stay home and we'll just make things to go up on the internet, right? Because back then it's like, you can't go outside, you can't do this, you can't do that, you know how COVID was. And it's like, I think a lot of people went kind of stir crazy, and so they just started being like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do something other than just sit here. And so they just started making content, because I know during like the lockdown years, there was just content galore, you know, new people popping up, old people coming back and everything. Just it was so crazy with how much content like was out there for like the fandom back then, like when all that was happening, which is crazy and good, because I think that's kind of like not only in like the popularity of Zootopia and everything like coming out, and all these other like good like anthropomorphic movies like came in, but that like pushing like that content out and everything like really boosted the fandom, right? For like more newer people to come in and see like what it's like to like be like a furry and everything, which is good.
Exactly. And everybody started spending more time online and all that fun stuff. So
yeah.
And now everybody's addicted.
And now we're always on our phones.
Everybody.
Which is, I mean, it's an okay thing, because like, you know, you're connecting with people and everything, right? But also it's a bad thing because you're not connecting with people outside of that, because you gotta mitigate that. You can't just be online all the time. Although there are people that are.
But I can try.
But you can try. You just not want to go outside. You don't want to deal with people, huh, Kibbles?
I hate people.
Same. Oh my god. Why do you think I'm a fennec on the internet? You know, animals
because you're a little
better.
Baby man.
How dare you? I'm not a baby man.
Oh, I dare. What you gonna do about it, little baby man?
Launch myself over the
too
table.
Short to reach over that desk.
Yeah, I'm like, hang on. There you go. Oh my god, we looked. God, I can't like point, but like, we look like the Sistine Chapel thing. Yeah, there you go.
We just made art. We just made art.
We did. Now we're gonna be on the Sistine Chapel on the roof. We're gonna replace the old one.
And that's Spinnet. That's Dust Spinnet getting fined
getting
for
fined, getting canceled.
vandalizing the Sistine Chapel, drawing some Finnick ears on one of them.
No. I'm gonna wrench my way up, right? And then I'm just gonna stick a screenshot of it, just right there, right in the middle of the.
They'll never see it coming.
Exactly. All right. So.
They'll never see it coming. Sorry.
So you went from doing content creation. Have you like done more than just like streaming and like stuff like that, or do you want to do more?
I experiment occasionally with TikTok and YouTube Shorts, but like I'd rather just like be in the moment and stream. I find that more fun than like spending a ton of time editing videos.
I see. So you're more of like getting in that moment and having fun right then and there, instead of just like having people like you know what is it? Not people. Instead of just sitting for hours editing content like TikToks and
Waiting
stuff.
for uploads.
Oh God, yeah. That's the worst part. Is waiting for the uploads or waiting for the renders.
I don't know how people do like uploading VODs, because that must take eternity. A lot of bandwidth.
I mean, if you're just uploading straight from Twitch, it kind of just does it on its own. Right, so it'll just do it on
a thing.
Yeah, you can actually export it on its own, and it'll just like go onto it. No bandwidth required. At least I don't think so. It just takes it from the website to YouTube, and then it processes it on YouTube and uploads it there. Granted, depending on like your quality, it'll be lower quality on YouTube, but it's YouTube and YouTube's YouTube. You still have to kind of go in and like edit. YouTube is YouTube. We don't know. We love you, YouTube, but you're YouTube. You still have to go in though on your actual VOD once it gets uploaded, title it, do a description, add the tags and everything. Make sure that it's saying that it's for ages under 18 or not under 18, or it's a whole thing on YouTube where you have to do that still.
It's a whole process. Okay.
It is a whole process since I've been uploading the show. Actually, I've had to do 4 of them. It is a whole process to do that each upload, because it is each upload. No matter what, it doesn't have a title, it doesn't have a description, it doesn't have tags. You have to check each box, or else YouTube is just like, we're not going to push out your video at all. It's so insane that that's like a thing, but like, I mean, it's YouTube, so, and they're like getting like millions of like uploads. I
stick to streaming.
I mean, you could stream on YouTube too. They have streaming now. You do that.
This is true.
Yeah.
But I also like, I feel like people are a lot meaner on YouTube than on Twitch. I've gotten a few comments that I've had to delete.
I have gotten a couple comments I've had to delete. Not on like the main series, but on some of the shorts that I've posted on there that have gone not viral, but have gotten views.
You're fatherless.
That's one of them. Yes. There was also something with Muhammad, as well. So that was nice to like see and hear. But I was like, all right. I know one of them was I gave like the screen a kiss, right? And someone said, ew, I was having a good day, but then you kissed me. And I was like, oh my God.
That's funny. You should have saved that comment.
It's still up there. I didn't delete it. I was like, okay, that's not too bad. I could just leave it, whatever. And then there was one like there was someone that was defending me. It's like, dude, he's just doing what he loves. And I was like, oh, that's nice. That's nice. After just like, ew, you kissed me. It's like, okay, whatever. So uploading to YouTube is like a 50-50 gamble. When it comes to shorts, at least, I've noticed. Either it'll be pushed out or it won't be pushed out. Or it'll go to people that don't want to see it. And then they'll just comment "ew, furry, fatherless," you know, the normal stuff that you usually get from uploading a furry video.
I was upset because YouTube Shorts pushed out a mortuary assistant video where I was like making the corpse talk, and literally the clip is just, "Why don't you give Granny a big old kiss?" And that's the clip, and that's the one that went viral. And then there's so many dislikes. It's
oh
hilarious.
my God, why? That's funny. It's
I don't know why that one.
Probably the dislikes are just like, oh my God, it's a furry. They probably laughed at it, but they're like, it's a furry. I don't like it. So that's usually how it goes with like YouTube stuff like that when it goes viral. But have you gone to any cons?
I have. My first con was in 2012. I went to Method for Meat. It's like in Olive Branch, Mississippi. But they brand themselves as like a Memphis, Tennessee con because Memphis is pretty close. I've been to BLFC, Midwest Furfest, FWA, Texas Furry Fiesta, Denver. I've been to a couple anime cons that I think one was in St. Louis because I'm originally from St. Louis. But yeah, that's pretty much the list of my cons. And then there was like a startup convention called Gateway Fur Meet in St. Louis I went to as well. Those are the ones that come to mind anyway.
All right. And how was like your experiences like going to like your con, like your first con? How was like your first con ever? If you can remember.
It was mind-blowing because I was like, what do you do at a fur con? Who's gonna be there? Is it gonna be a bunch of old people?
Yeah.
What am I looking at? And then I get there, and then it's like I'm not alone. There's people from all kinds of walks of life there, and I got to get to know people over the years and establish friendships IRL, not just online, through furry cons. So it was pretty great.
That's cool.
And then that first fur con, I saw a fursuit in person for the first time, and that is such a trip. That was such a trip. I was like, this is a thing that people do. And the following year, I got my own fursuit.
Was it because you hugged the fursuit?
Yes.
It was.
It's like a virus. You hug one fursuit and then it spreads.
Almost everybody that we've had on the show, their reason for getting like their fursuit, right, was because they hugged a fursuiter at like a con or a gathering, and they said, I need to get a fursuit. It is literally like a virus. Where you hug a fursuiter and then all of a sudden you just get one. You're like, I need one.
Yep.
Oh God, that's
Nowadays,
so good.
I'm just like, it's too much effort to keep it clean, and like it's very hot in there, so I kind of just let it sit in the closet. But for a while, I was attached to that fursuit because it was me, you know.
Yeah, understandable. Which I mean, as you get older and stuff, and you kind of don't want to put on the suit more and more because you remember it's hot. I don't want to do it. There's so much work to clean it afterwards and everything, and so you just get tired of, not tired, but like you just kind of be like, is it worth getting into fursuit? Is it worth being hot as hell? Maybe not today. Maybe later. Maybe not today. Not today. So,
because when you put those things on, it's like you're wearing a heavy ass carpet on your whole body.
Yeah. What is it? I don't have one yet, but when I get one, I'm probably gonna wear it all the time. That's me. But I understand like how like hot it gets in there in the actual fursuit. It gets hot as hell to the point where people do overheat in them. And I remember one year at like BLFC, I think it was when I went, someone actually passed out in their fursuit and everything, like
and
in the main lot.
They have to cut it off.
Yeah, they passed out in it, and like they called the ambulance, and they're like, "Oh, don't like cut him open. He's like, you can take off the head, you can unzip him and everything, like, and all that." And like people were already kind of doing that to like get him to like not overheat anymore. While the paramedics were coming and everything, so they kind of like took him out of his fursuit and everything, like right then and there in the hallway. And they're like, "Oh, get him some water and everything." It's like, oh my god, like people don't understand how hot it gets in a fursuit, right? And
yeah,
people are different, and they overheat. Yeah.
So if you ever run into a fursuiter that's rushing trying to get back to the room, it's not because they don't want to hug you or take a photo with you. It's because they're literally dying.
They are literally dying. What is it? I know the debate came up this weekend at like Anthrocon of like poodling and everything, where they're like, I saw one comment. I'm not gonna call them out. I don't know who they are. I don't care. I just saw it. I just thought it was funny. It was, everybody's poodling. Oh my god, don't be pussies about it. Stop. And it's like, what? Like, you understand that like it is Pittsburgh, right? It's the middle of summer. People are going outside in the hot summer, sky, air, and everything. It's probably humid as hell. People do not want to overheat and sweat in their fursuit constantly from just stepping outside, right? So the whole debate on poodling is just, it boggles me, because it's like, don't you want to be comfortable while also being yourself, right?
Well, unfortunately, that the poodling and the you're ruining the magic thing stems back from like the early days of furry, where like they think that everybody that wears a fursuit has to be like a Disney mascot. But that's not the case.
We're not Disney.
We're not in fursuit for you.
Yeah, they're not. I mean, if you want to pay people to fursuit for you, give them a little tip if you want to. But like, don't be like, oh no, you have to not break the magic and everything. Nah, just rip that thing off. If you're hot and you're overheating, rip that thing off. Like, just rip it off and get unhot. Because like, if you pass out, that's also bad too. Because like, you're literally passing out from heat exhaustion. That's not good.
Exactly.
Not at all.
No. The fursuit is for the fursuiter. It's not. Let me just put it this way. So FurCons and Pride are not Disney for your family. You can go, you can take in the sights, but like don't push your standards on people. Don't try to force them to overheat just to keep you happy, that kind of thing.
But Kibbles, it's all about me and my pictures with them. Why can't you just overheat for me? You have your little fan that you put in your mouth, right?
Not everyone does.
I know not everyone does. Oh my god! Like, okay,
Those
so
cost extra.
we had what is it? We had Arden, which I saw them at FWA, right? I was in their room, which I told this last episode, where I was in their room. They ripped off their fursuit, like their head, and they were just drenched in sweat. Like their whole face was just sweaty, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they had a fan, right? They had a little fan that they like, stuck in their mouth, and it did the fan. It does what a fan thing. It blows air. I don't know why I'm overcomplicating fans right now in my brain. I'm like trying to explain it to you.
No, I'm following.
But like, it still, had the fan, still drenched in sweat. Like, it's that bad when you're like in a fursuit. Like, there is no like way unless, well, so most cons will have like a headless lounge, right? Now what I'm seeing at like headless lounge from like what is it, now that I'm like going into them and like exploring in there, because I was like, oh, I don't want to go in there because it's like it's for fursuiters only, right, kind of thing. But like I was being brought into it and everything at like FWA, and they had like industrial fans, and then they also had like giant fans that you would like blow up a bounce house with in there. And like a couple minutes in there, like probably like 20, I would say, and he was fine again. But like the moment that he stepped out of the like lounge, right, instantly it starts all over again, because it's just you're literally in a rug. And it was so crazy to like actually see the extent of someone fursuiting for as long as he did, because he went for a good hour, I would say, fursuiting down in the main lobby, like walking around, getting pictures and stuff like that. I would say is so like not even like an hour, but like maybe like 40 to like 45 minutes of fursuiting in the main lobby, walking around, even going outside to get some pictures. And even just doing that, it's just you are drenched in sweat no matter what. Like, it's so crazy. Which is honestly just crazy. That's all I can say about it. And I can't imagine
entire days or like the entire weekend in fursuit.
I mean, wash your fursuit. Wash your fursuit when you go.
I want to be a musky husky.
No! Take showers. Get out of your fursuit at least for an hour.
Musky husky.
Take showers. Take shower.
You take shower.
I do take showers. I make sure I smell fresh and clean, like the desert sand. What is it?
Don't count Finnick.
What is it? I did find like cologne, right? That was like desert wind, and I was like, should I buy it?
Did you get it?
I didn't. I didn't buy it. It was a little too pricey for my taste, but like it smelled good. It was on brand.
You know what you need? You need those air fresheners that are shaped like cactuses for your car, and just wear those. There you go.
Just to put one on my ear. Have it just swing back and forth.
Accomplished.
I know. So, does any of your family know that you're a furry? I'm gonna get a little personal.
They do. We actually, me and my fiance actually went trick-or-treating in fursuit, which was weird. In my family's street, and we got compliments on it, but there were definitely people that were weirded out.
Yeah.
My family thinks it's cute. They don't really care, but I wouldn't say that I wouldn't recommend coming out to your family as furry. It's not necessary
No.
unless you know they're going to be cool with it.
Well, I mean, it's kind of just like, for me, it's kind of like it's not necessarily like a lifestyle. It's just like a hobby, right? Like, I'm passionate about being furry. I love being a furry, right? But I would never be like, oh yeah, I'm a furry. Like, I would never be like nervous about it. I know there are some people out there that are and stuff, but like, if you enjoy like being a furry, just be a furry. You gotta tell nobody if you don't want to. You gotta sit there, keep a secret if you really need to. Like, there's nothing really wrong with it.
The really cool way to represent yourself as furry is to like put stickers on your stuff, so that only people that really know will know, and then you'll make some new friends, right?
Exactly. Yeah. What is it on my laptop? I have like a whole bunch of stickers actually. From like
Are they all
that I've
bad
got
dragon stickers?
They are not all bad dragon stickers. Actually, I don't have any bad dragon stickers.
X to doubt.
X to doubt.
Yeah, I mean, you can doubt it.
I'm calling you out here. I'm calling you out
I
here.
mean, listen, bad dragon, if
stickers
you wanna like sponsor, like, I'm just saying.
I don't think they do sponsorships.
They probably don't. Okay, so that's cool. Have there ever been like not weirdness, like any negative stuff from like family members maybe knowing that you're a furry?
Not really. I mean, when my mom first met my fiance, she was really weird about us showing affection in the house. That's about it. But that's just being gay. It's nothing about furry. You know.
All right.
But I am from Missouri, which is very conservative, so that does make sense.
That does make sense and very true. So I lost it. I lost the question. It's your musk. It's your musk. I can smell it from here.
Finnick boy.
It's Finnick boy.
Okay. This interview's over.
No, Kibbles, don't go. We need a bottle.
Goodbye forever.
We're gonna bottle it up. Bottle it. We gotta like take it the air and then bottle.
No, you can't do that. I'm not.
Yeah, and then we'll sell it on the black market.
In the first place. I do not.
We'll sell it. We'll sell it on the fur. No, the fur market. There you go. The fur market.
Why don't you make like a tree and get out of here?
All right. So, Kibbles.
Yes.
What was your first fursuit crush?
I don't really have a fursuit crush. I never have.
Oh.
Like, for me, personality is more important than like the fursuit you're wearing, or whether or not I'm attracted to a person. It's more personality for me. That said, I do find fursuits very cute and huggable.
Yeah,
and that's fine. I just don't have a specific fursuit.
Do you have a furry crush though?
Yes, but I refuse to answer your question. I'm not gonna say who.
Who is it?
I'm not gonna say who.
Oh, why not? Why are you gonna tease? You're teasing the audience.
Well,
subscribe to my Only Plants and you'll find out.
Only Plants.
Yes, my Only Plants.
I show pictures of my ficus and stuff, you know?
Oh.
That's where the good stuff's at.
But do you actually have a ficus?
No.
I was gonna say,
call me out.
I mean, like that. Look, okay, there's a couple like different versions of gay men, right? The plant gay is a thing.
Gay man who doesn't take care of plants.
There is such a thing as the plant gay. Where they just have a bunch of plants. Plant. I actually have no plants at all. Like, I have a tree in like my backyard, but other than that,
Phoenix eat the plants, you know.
We do, but we enjoy berries and bugs more. So.
Oh yeah. So when are you eating those bugs on stream?
As soon as I get to 1,000 followers on stream, I will eat bugs. I will be eating the bugs.
All right, let me get a bot farm on it right now.
Oh my god! No, they have to be real people. Which is slowly happening. I'm at like 800 now. I know, bragging, sorry. But I know, Mr. 5,000 over there.
Popular. Ooh, woo.
Don't get out. Leave.
Okay, bye.
So growing up,
did you not like my dab?
No, I like your dab. Your dab was nice. Do you want to dab together?
No, I'm sorry. I don't dab on the first sit down. Okay.
Oh, okay. Don't worry. Well, it's okay.
We'll touch dabs later.
We have probably just gone off the rails of the interview. It's great.
You were saying, come on.
Yeah. So growing up, were there any like inspirations of like, or not inspirations, but like acknowledgement of like you're starting to like anthro characters at all? You know?
Oh yeah, I grew up with Disney cartoons. So Disney cartoons, Bugs Bunny, Looney Tunes, all that stuff. So like everything I consumed was anthropomorphic in some way. There was even the Brave Little Toaster, which was anthro appliances.
Oh,
so you appliance personas out there, I see you. Hi,
protogens.
I don't want to be you, but I see you. Not the protogens. You can't say that.
What do you mean?
You can't say that. You're canceled. You're canceled.
But I love the protogens. I do. I really do. They're such a cute species. I love them so much. They're so cute. Especially, what is it? There's one in...
doesn't mean you call them a toaster. Jeez.
How else am I going to cook my bread, though?
You just open up their faceplate and shove bread in there. Is that what you're telling me?
Wait, so that's how it works? I've been sticking it in the wrong end.
No. Oh, okay. Jeezums. Such a nerd. All right.
All right. So you grew up with like, you know, anthropomorphic stuff, right? Was there at any point during like watching that stuff that you were like, oh, I like this, right? Kind of thing, while kind of discovering.
For some reason, I remember having a crush on like Don Carnage from Tailspin, Robin Hood from Robin Hood, you know, those characters, Baloo from the Jungle Book.
Okay.
Those things I remember.
Let's see, what is I've said it on the show, but I haven't told you. For me, when I kind of was like, ooh, like yourself, I grew up on the anthropomorphic stuff and everything, from like Robin Hood and all that. One of mine was the tiger from Robin Hood. I like the tiger from Robin Hood a lot. But really, what solidified me like being like, this has unlocked something in me, right? was Wergarurumon from Digimon.
Nerd.
Listen. I want you to understand this. Biker werewolf. Okay?
Yeah, I get it. I get it, but you're still a nerd.
Yes. But, whatever. So what kind of, since we've got that, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. My brain is trying to connect dots and it's not working. Fennec brain, don't do good. Fennec brain, I know. It doesn't work half the time. It's like a hamster's in there, right? That I ate.
If you want, I can drop you on your head a few times, see if that jump starts it.
That might work. Honestly, it might work. So what kind of inspired like your fursona, like that it is now? Was it because I know you started as a red dog.
I wanted to include my favorite color, red, so I've got the red hair. I like stars, so there's a star on my eye. I really love huskies. They're my favorite dog, so I went with a husky, and yeah, it doesn't get much deeper than that, I'm afraid. I'm not that original.
What inspired your fursona's name? Because I know there's an interesting story behind that.
So my original name was Pedigree, which I literally just looked at pet food on the internet because I couldn't figure out a name. So I picked Pedigree.
Mm-hmm.
And then how it came around to be Kibbles is my fiance called me that on stream. People liked it, and then we did a charity goal to change my name, and we reached that.
Mm-hmm.
So that was pretty cool.
And then now you've just been Kibbles ever since.
I also really like this name better than Pedigree.
Yeah.
Because it was always weird when like people would shorten Pedigree for reasons I won't get into.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Understandable.
Mm-hmm.
And this name is a lot cuter. Because what is it? I think I met you. You're welcome. I think I met you when your name was Pedigree, right?
You did. Yes.
And it was cute.
In
And then I was actually there whenever your fiance called you Kibbles. I was.
Oh,
and then
yes.
I was, and then you did the goal, and I think I contributed to it a little bit.
You did
on the change.
So this is your fault.
It is my fault. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to turn you into what you are today. Giant poppy fur.
Wow. Okay. Listen here, you little shit.
I'm listening.
Did you hear that?
You pop?
Did you hear that?
I heard something. Like, did you pop? Like, was it like your shoulder? What was it? I thought I heard like something pop through your mic. Oh,
it was like a shoulder hitting the.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard, because I heard something like pop, like when you did that. I was like, oh my god, is like your body okay?
Are you implying that I'm old?
No, I'm not implying that you're old. I'm just saying that I heard something hit and pop. I'm not. I promise. I promise. Fine. Well, that's cool. So, damn it, brain. Why are you not working today? I swear.
The drop kick here still stands.
I know it does. Why is my brain is like blinking? I have the sheet and everything, and I've memorized it and everything. Why is it blinking on this one last? Okay, we'll just skip it. Fuck it. Get out of here, image that I see in my brain. Go away. We'll just go on to like the last question. In general, what do you think of the furry fandom?
I think that the furry fandom is very creative. When they get together, they do a lot of good things. They raise a lot of money for charity. I also think that it likes to get in its own way sometimes. Putting so much negative energy into dividing each other rather than coming together. That is one criticism I have of it. But overall, I think it's a really fun community with people from all over the world in all different kinds of lives coexisting in the fact that they like anthropomorphic animals and they like to dress up and they like to do art. I think that the furry fandom is really cool.
That's good. I'm glad. So okay, so got the question back. Has the furry fandom changed you or provided anything to like improve your way of like life and like just changing like maybe like something about like your confidence or something, right? Has the furry like being in the furry fandom done that for you?
Yes, I feel much more comfortable expressing myself through like VTubing or through a fursuit than like in person. But also, I would not have met my fiance if not for being furry, because we're both furries, you know.
Yeah, I know.
So
and
I would
you
think
guys are both adorable.
I would think. No, you. But I would say that it improved my life tremendously. I met so many lovely people, so many friends that I never would have met if it weren't for furry.
Oh, that is true. Kind of done the same for me, actually. You know, so that's good. Anyway, that's it. That's your torture. I hope it was good.
Oh, thank God! Oh, I was wasting away.
Oh, I'm so sorry. So anyway, this has been Getting to Know the Fandom. If you'd like to plug anything, like your socials or anything where people can find you, you can do so.
Just Kibbles the Husky, all one word, on Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, everything. Also, we are doing a charity stream all month long for ALS Association North Carolina chapter in honor of Papa Barks. We're trying to end ALS and provide for ALS patients. So any help with that would be amazing.
That's great. I'm glad. All right, that's cool. I didn't know that. I haven't been on Twitter for a bit, so that's nice. That's actually really good.
Well, it's burning down, but you know that.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, it's Twitter. It's whatever. Social media, man. It's always burning. It's there. But anyway, I've been Dust. This has been Kibbles. Thank you so much for joining us on Getting to Know the Fandom. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Wait, I've been Dust. This has been Kibbles. Thank you so much for joining us on Getting to Know the Fandom. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.